Star Wars Celebration starts tomorrow!
What are we even doing here?
Are we the only ones left in the office?
This week on the Star Wars Show, Anthony sits down with writer-director Kyle Newman. We take a closer look at our Celebration Orlando live stream schedule, and much, much more. Now, from the Lucasfilm headquarters, it's the Star Wars Show.
Hey, I'm Anthony Carboni.
And I'm Andy Gutierrez. Welcome to the Star Wars Show, the only show on the internet that is crazy enough to shoot a show in San Francisco today, get on a plane after this, fly to Orlando, and then live stream from Celebration until Sunday.
We do it because we love you.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, beginning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, the Star Wars Show will be streaming live from the show floor at Star Wars Celebration in Orlando to bring you the panels, the creators, and the stars you want to see.
That's right, and we're going big with the first panel tomorrow, the 40 Years of Star Wars, where tons of stars and the creators of Star Wars will be on stage sharing their memories of working on this epic saga, as well as lots of huge surprises.
And then at 1:30 Eastern, 11:30 Pacific, Dave Filoni and Pablo Hidalgo present Animated Origins and Unexpected Fates, a panel where they will discuss the untold origins of heroes and rogues from Lucasfilm Animation's past, as well as presenting rare clips and artwork. Friday begins with the highly anticipated Star Wars The Last Jedi panel, where Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson, along with a few surprise guests, will take the stage to talk about the next chapter in the Star Wars saga. That begins at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific.
After that panel, we'll be bringing you The Making of Rogue One, where senior members of the Rogue One creative team take a deep dive into the film's inception and execution.
At 3:30 p.m. Eastern, we'll be streaming the Heroines of Star Wars panel, where Dave Filoni, Carrie Beck, Ashley Eckstein, Tia Sircar will discuss the importance of the female characters in Star Wars and hints at where we may see them next. Friday will be brought to a close by Mark Hamill and his tribute to Carrie Fisher, which will begin streaming at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific.
Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, we're back at it again with the Star Wars Rebels Season 4 mega panel, where Dave Filoni will peel back the curtain to offer fans a sneak peek at the newest adventures he has in store for the crew of the Ghost.
At 1:30, we'll be streaming Anthony Daniels' one-man show, followed immediately by EA's gigantic Battlefront II panel at 2:30 Eastern, where they will finally reveal the full trailer for the game.
Which, speaking of Battlefront, we here at the Star Wars Show have a little Battlefront 2 snippet to share with you.
That's right. If you head to battlefront2.com right now, which just went live, you'll be treated to this mysterious teaser image of some sort of logo.
Is the logo trying to tell us something?
Should we read into the shadows and reflections surrounding the logo? Is the color of the logo a giveaway? Or are we just reading into this more than we should be because it's a teaser image on the internet about Star Wars, and that's the type of thing we do around here?
Well, lucky for you, more will be revealed tomorrow at battlefront2.com, and even more will be explained during the panel.
On Sunday, we'll begin our stream with the These Are the Droids You're Looking For panel at 11 a.m., where Alan Tudyk, Anthony Daniels, and more take the stage to talk about what it's like being a droid caught in a war amongst the stars.
At 1 p.m. Eastern, we'll finally hear Mark Hamill speak. That's right, he's not just going to stare at the audience for an hour.
Or maybe he will. Maybe he'll stare at the audience for an hour and it'll give us chills for 60 minutes straight. You'll have to tune in to find out. Then the entire weekend comes to an end with the Star Wars Celebration closing ceremony panel at 4 p.m. Eastern, immediately followed by Andy and myself collapsing from exhaustion into one of these boxes, and then an intern taping it up and mailing us back to San Francisco.
And like we said earlier, the Star Wars Show live stream won't just be panels, but will be filled with wall-to-wall interviews with your favorite Star Wars actors, creators, fans, and first looks at anything and everything Star Wars.
So make sure to tune in here on StarWars.com, on our YouTube page, every day beginning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. I am so psyched to be going back to Celebration, Andy!
Yay, it'll be just like when we met in Anaheim. It'll be so much fun.
What a magical time.
It was wonderful.
Speaking of which, you know who we left out of the live stream schedule?
Who?
Our good friend Kyle Newman, who will be debuting the third installment of his Smuggler's Revenge radio drama at Celebration.
Oh, that's terrible of us. How do you think we should remedy that?
How about an interview with Kyle about that panel on our brand new satellite set in Los Angeles?
Works for me, but how will we get you to Los Angeles? You have to be in Orlando tomorrow.
Through the power of our imagination and Frank's masterful editing. Star wipe, Frank. I got Kyle Newman here with me, director, producer, and co-creator of the Smuggler series of audio dramas, which are coming back to Celebration this year.
We are back.
You're back.
It's like every 2 years my life goes crazy because you just put all your real work aside and you start focusing on this fun side Star Wars project. And they take hundreds and hundreds of hours, but it's a real labor of love, I think, for everyone involved, all the actors and David Collins, who plays Han Solo, who anchors it.
For people who maybe are attending their first celebration this year or who aren't familiar with the Smuggler's trilogy, these are a series of really fully produced radio drama style shows.
It's almost like a Prairie Home Companion where everything's happening on the fly, so we'll mix in the music or the ambience. There'll be Foley, they're doing animated crawls and end credits, and you're tracking every little sound throughout the whole project because you fire it off in one take. So there are no redos, there are no second takes. It is just go. And thankfully, all the actors are such pros because they step up there and they just go through the script and you wait for laser fire and then you wait for Chewbacca and then you have R2 and then the music cue and it all somehow just happens. I don't know how it happens. I kind of sit back and watch it, but I guess it's all the prep we're doing now, which I just finished the script.
Let's talk a little bit about the script. Now you're making your first one of these after Force Awakens. Did it change the kind of story you wanted to tell about Han or the way you wanted to show Han as a character?
I mean, we're not really stepping on that too much or commenting on too much, but it is in the psychology of Han Solo. I think always in the back of Han's head is a guy who's still capable of running away from maybe duty or obligation. This one, what's great about it is Catherine Tabor has a very big role as Princess Leia. It's very Han Leia-centric and it's great. And it really ties in very neatly right up to when Empire Strikes Back picks up. Han and Leia are at each other's throat. There's a lot of banter. It's very witty. And there's something brewing beneath the surface that neither want to touch on. They want to kill each other, but there's also clearly some tension there. That's why he's such a rich character, and I can't wait for the Han Solo film. I think it's, he's one of those characters that has so much story to tell and life just beyond what they did with the films we have. So it's exciting.
Awesome, man. And if you're not in Orlando this week, there's some Kyle Newman to be had.
Sam Witwer and I, we're working on a very interesting book together on the history of Dungeons & Dragons. So it's going to be a pretty big release through Penguin Random House next year. And, we're bringing the same passion we bring to Star Wars to this.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Kyle. It's always good to see you, man.
Always a pleasure.
Remember, if you are at Celebration, to come see Smuggler's Revenge on Saturday night. And if you're not at Celebration, we are going to be streaming it, as we will be streaming all of Star Wars Celebration. So be sure to tune into that.
I promise you, it is going to be your favorite panel. If you're on Space Mountain, you've left the convention center, bring it up on your phone. You're going to love it. I swear.
It's best panel to watch during a roller coaster for sure.
Well, the set's all packed up. That only means one thing.
That all this stuff is going to be broken by the time it gets to Florida?
I was going to say that we were too lazy to decorate the set, so we just put a bunch of old Amazon boxes on the shelf to create the illusion that we're bringing the set with us to Florida, which we're not, because that's a mess. But hey, at least we got creative with the background.
And on that note, we have a plane to catch, but before we go, remember you can keep the Star Wars Celebration conversation going all week long using the official hashtag SWCO or #SWCO, as the more out-of-touch people in the office have been calling it.
Because you're old. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow in Orlando. You're not that old.
I mean, I knew that it wasn't a #SWCO from the beginning because I'm young and cool.
Yeah.
But there were some other people. They don't even know what a fleek is.
And if you're on it.
Should I be on it?
Yeah.
Am I?
No.
When are we getting lit?
Oh, we're gonna have to cut that one.
Hello, I'm Anthony Carboni.
And I'm Andy Gutierrez wearing the world's ugliest shirt.
I actually really like that shirt.
I know, it's my favorite because it's ugly.